All right, let's give people just a few minutes to jump on here. All right, guys, what is up? Welcome to YouTube channel live stream. See where we're at. So share this with you. As you all know, this was the US 30 daily markup that we looked at. This right here was the break zone where I said we needed to have a daily close above it, and sure enough, there was our daily that closed above our line, which was amazing. The thing that we were looking for, if you go back and watch any of my live stream videos and or markups, or go to Carbon Capital's YouTube channel, you will see that this candle here was the one I said we needed to eat up. We needed to eat up basically this entire candle coming up, and then ideally half of this candle, which if we eat all of this candle up, we'd be half of this one. And that's exactly where we're at. You can see it right here. So if we look at that swing high on the daily, the horizontal line on it, bam, right there. I mean, that's more than half that candle. It's above our breakout zone that we had over here to the left. So it looks good. For me, now that we've had this bullish momentum for days on top of days and looks amazing, I would like to go down into this area right there. Actually do this, it'll look better. I'd like to get back down into that area right there. Now, Andy, how would we know to get into this break? Well, if you're playing your daily rejection zones, you've got a nice little area up here that you could push back up to, which is only going to be about 250, 260 pips. And or you're clicking sell in this area right here and utilizing a stop loss that is pretty freaking massive on the daily. So what I'm going to do is look for tomorrow, jump on this 30-minute, and then see what we can catch on any of these breaks that we have in this area. I've closed out all buys that I've had. If you've been following in the private Discord or if you've been following around in any private Discord, any of the YouTube stuff that I've been doing, any of the live streams, you've seen that we were in buys extremely low, down into that $28,000, $29,000 range, and then kept it all the way up into the 32,000 some change. So closed out all buys. Buys have been profitable, so now I'm looking for the sell opportunities. But the one thing that I do want to show you is this right here. As we look at odd U, this was our TP, and then we wanted to break upwards, and we had a secondary TP up in this area. This was kind of your short-lived TP to start protecting if you wanted to, and this was our big TP. And as you can see, we missed it by every bit of 14 pips. Still running. We're out of our break zone. Entry was right here, so people are protected if you took this trade on odd U. I would go ahead and close it if you're in good profit. If you've already closed partials or not, I guess go ahead and let this thing run, just protect and be ready to rock and roll. The trade that I'm the most happy of is our EU trade, only because we were looking at this one from a daily break with a TP of right there. And if you go to the 30-minute, you can see that we broke. Let me fix my screen here. You can see that we broke the daily right there. I mean, beautiful candle that broke up. We would have entered the trade right there because that's your candle close. And it wasn't that big of a TP. You're talking 102 pips. And I mean, it did run a little bit past that. So if you were the people taking partials and keeping runners, you got an extra 95 pips out of it. And that was about all you got. So EU was super, super happy with this trade. NU turned out to be an amazing trade as well. We had the break right here. Stop loss was on the last swing low, minus 10 pips. So you were here, minus your 10 pips. Right there was your stop loss. Never got triggered. Entry was right there. You did suffer a little bit of drawdown, 20 pips there, another 46 pips there. No one cares about it. And then bam, there's TP at 155 pips. GJ, previous trade, already killed that one. Gold turned out phenomenal. So when we look at gold, we said that we needed to break this trend right here and pop up and hit this gray box and or break this trend and go above it on the daily. If we zoom in on the daily, you can see there, never broke, but that was a perfect area for rejection coming back. So super happy with how last week turned out and the week before on the markups. Obviously US 30 trades took off amazing. So Andy, what am I looking for this week? Well, bear with me 1 second here. I'm going to tell you what we got. So for you guys that trade market open, I like to look at the news. As always, recommend go and look at your folders and your news coming out, and that'll help you a little bit. So what we have today is absolutely nothing. Tomorrow at 10 o'clock, we've got a red folder coming out. It's going to be going over the manufacturing PMI and the job openings. And then if we look at Wednesday, we have news at 8:15 and 2 o'clock. As you guys know, this is NFP week, so it's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of volatility in the market. And then we have the FOMC statement that comes out at 2 p.m. on Wednesday. And then as we go into Thursday, do have some GBP news around 8 a.m. And then 10 a.m. we have our PMI, and that's Thursday. All these are Eastern Standard Times. And then going into Friday, ton of news at 8:30 a.m. So it's going to be a fun week. Again, what am I looking for? Let's see here, go to the 30-minute there. And obviously we got this gap right here. So if we look at the gap, we're setting roughly about right there. So if we look at that gap closure, about another 164 pips up, close that gap, and then be looking for breaks. So 30-minute, and obviously if you're playing that dot to dot, you got a nice little dot there. You're playing that dot to dot. If it breaks the top dot to dot, then this right here will be our next touch. And then from that point of entry, the next touch would be here if we can close a daily below that trend right there. If you zoom in on it, oh crap, can't see my screen. Good job, Andy. Good job. That's what happens when I'm doing stuff live and not recording. So let me go back over here and I'll restart that. So we have this gap right here. That's what I was talking about, being about 140 to 160 pips. I'll push back up, close that. Then I'll be looking for a dot to dot break of this trend line here to that trend line. And if we break this trend line at the bottom, that's when I was talking about closing a daily below, then this right here will bring us back into this area at 31,368. So let me look at the questions real quick and see what we got. Gabe says, yo, we got the pip talk. Looking sharp, brother, man. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Cody says, hell yeah, it'll be fun. It will be a lot of fun. Anytime we have red folders coming up with a week like this, you get a lot of volatility and pushes in the market. So, you know, from a standpoint of, you know, just the market as a whole, when you see a weekly, let me do this real quick. I'm going to load a whole new chart on here. So when we look at US 30, we're looking at it on the weekly. This has been the best 4 weeks we've had in quite some time. We don't have a lot of wicks coming down. There's not a lot of push up, push down. The weekly candles are massive. So when we look at this candle here and we measure that candle up, you're looking at a massive push for that whole week. I mean, that's just unreal. But what gets fun is when you look at this monthly and we see that this is our biggest monthly candle that we've had since right there, which was obviously March of 2020 during all the COVID times. So, I mean, you've got like this candle here, which pushed what? I mean, you're talking 3,971 pips. And the monthly for this one, which is still going on today, has pushed up to 4,423 pips. So since 2020, this is the largest candle that we've had push in either direction. I mean, obviously you've got some, pretty big wicks there at 3,400. You had this one here, which we thought was going to be crazy, 3,700. So with any candle that we have, this has been by far the craziest month. And it's also been a month where things have just stayed neutral. We've not had anything that's just went, crazy in terms of. Hold on one second, guys. I gotta fix this real quick on my screen. Give me 1 second here. Bam, there we go. Much better. And boom. So we've not had one of those months that's just, one of those months where it's crazy news, everything's going great. It's just kind of been neutral and everything's come out. And the way that Wall Street's looking at this is being neutral is better than being negative. So that's where we've seen such a push up. And it tried its best. If we put a horizontal line at the bottom, you can see to the month, it tapped right there, that pre-COVID, break level that we had, and it just tapped it and just shot back up. So when we look at it, we've cleared out everything that sits right there, and they have all this above it. So the way I'm looking at it is it's obviously a crazy week of news. We get a push, and take it to, like I said, in this zone right here would be ideal of what I'm looking at. And I mean, on the monthly, it's not bad. I mean, that's not a crazy push. I mean, you're looking for every bit of 1,800 pips, so 30,103. And if you're looking at this on that, daily level, I mean, 30,775 is the big push that we had. So, I mean, it's not, I think it's 30,755. So, I mean, it's not terrible where we're looking at. The monthly lines up with the daily. It's just now a matter of watching these 30-minute breaks. So, I'm going to take a look at some questions real quick and make sure I'm not missing anything. Andy, I've had my wallet verified. Also fill out form. Where if there's anything I can do, yeah, bro, I can get you added. That's not a problem at all. I've got a lot of catching up. So for the people that have asked about the, excuse me, the Discord and getting in and completing KYCs and all that stuff, we've just had so many requests coming in that it's been unreal, and I'm having to go through there and look at every single one individually. So I'll go ahead, bro, and put yours down, and I'll be sure to get it taken care of today or tomorrow. Aaron Channel says, looking forward to tomorrow's session. I'm looking forward to it as well. Obviously, we're going to have Andrew, Jeremy, Cody, Rudy, Giuseppe, the whole entire team on. Jeremy, you name it. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And yeah, that's it. And a lot of questions I've had about trading nuts since I'm not doing the Friday trading nuts. The way I'm treating this is I'll be streaming on my YouTube channel on Fridays. So if everything's going as planned, my schedule's good, and I'm not, too cram-packed with kids stuff, then I'll be streaming on Fridays via my YouTube channel and we'll be good to go. This Friday will be a little different for me because I'm having a little surgery done on Friday. So everything's good, health's good. I just got to do, a little work on the body. So I've got that on Friday. So I'll be out of commission for a solid probably, 3 to 5 days after that surgery. So you probably won't see anything from me on Friday till about Wednesday or Thursday of the next week. But don't worry, I'll still be on the laptop throwing up, charts and throwing up some templates and all that good jazz. So let's see here. Looking forward to tomorrow. I appreciate you, man. All the love, bro. All the love. So that's really it. Short little, live session update that I wanted to give you guys and just kind of show what I was looking at as far as the market, and then obviously an update on all these other trades over here. So we won't see anything else from these. So I can go ahead and anytime a trade is hit or I'm done with it, I just go back, reset the templates, and then I'm just done with it. So go ahead and reset all those templates on here. And bam, we're good. The only template that I am going to leave up is the US 30 because we'll be coming back to look at those right there. And there's our monthly, which, monthly's not gonna do much for us, but we'll keep this one up as our blank template to use. So that's it, guys. I hope everyone has an amazing week. If you're part of the Discord, obviously we'll be going on later today and giving some updates, and tonight I'll throw a few templates in there for you guys to use for this week, and you'll be ready to rock and roll, and we will have some fun. So that's about it. But glad to have everybody here. Glad to have everybody watching and playing in the Discord. We're having fun. So we'll see y'all later. Hold on a second. Got new questions coming in. They said, I'm looking forward to it. Thank you, Gabe. Who ready to take the kids trick-or-treating? Yeah, I'm ready, man. Trick-or-treating's a fun time. I absolutely love it. So it's a fun time to be a dad or a parent, whether you're mom, dad, whatever, or aunt, uncle. It's just a fun time being with the kids. So y'all have a good one.